emotions. Be very mindful of people who try to make God's people look as if it's not. Okay? It's sad when we got to deal with so much, within our family life, our personal lives. We already dealing with a lot already. Just to be around jealous people who are haters of God's people. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, I saw something, right? And I don't like a person who always try to dim the lights of God's people. I don't like that. How you doing, Miss Carla? Great to see you too. How you doing, Miss Amelia? Welcome. Who always try to dim the light of God's people? I don't like it when people poison people's mind because of jealousy. And I tell anybody, any given day, if I say anything you don't like, you don't have to watch me. But one thing I would never do, never, ever, ever, ever do, is say something that God didn't tell me. So just to let you know, ma'am, if you don't like what I say, you don't have to listen. You don't have to listen. But I don't pull your cards, okay? And let me tell you, let me tell y'all something, how what some of these people do when they try to make God's people to appear as not. Some of these people get insight, right? They'll take their insight and they'll look into your life. And if it's something that they don't have, they will try to make you appear as you not, right? If God tell me to say something, if I see something and God give me confirmation, I'm going to speak on it. I ain't never came on the platform and tell nobody anything that I didn't see with my own eye, and God give me confirmation after the fact. Okay? No, I don't dab in darkness. But when I see into your life, I see that you do, which I don't knock you for it. I don't come on my platform telling people, be careful. People, they do what they want to do at the end of the day. But if you say you love God, you can't sit here and try to make God's people appear as they're not. That's something you're not going to do. Because anybody who know me being on YouTube or Facebook, I'm not afraid to call people out for what it is. I don't undermine people and what they do on their platform. They could do whatever they want to do. But when it come down to God's people, I will not sit back and allow you to make God's people appear as they're not. Prophecy is prophecy. Confirmation will always be confirmation, baby. Stop being jealous of a gift that God gives somebody, because you got to get yours another way, and you hating, making appear things that's really not. Because if I said something, it's just what I said. And I don't take nothing back that I said. Miss you too, Miss Carla. I miss all of y'all, Miss Amelia. I miss all of y'all, Miss Carla. I really do. You know, I miss the laughter. I miss all of that. But I'm trying to get some stuff together behind the scenes, and you know, just just being patient and whatnot. But yeah, we all got to deal with people who always try to, you know, make things the seem what is not. But see, when you got people who do this, I've learned something. I learned something, y'all. And that's why me as a person, I got to be very careful too. You got some of these people who are spiritual thieves, okay? And when I say spiritual, I'm not speaking of wickedness, I'm speaking about God itself, who are spiritual thieves, who is jealous of people gift that God give them. So what they'll do, they will sit and cast like they're okay. Let me use it this way, y'all. I remember a couple years back, this lady came and asked somebody who been with me to do something for her. But she had used a different tone when she did it. Now remind, I'm very watchful of anybody who around me, how they talk, how they move or whatnot. So when this lady did this, God spoke in my spirit and told me that she was using what you call that thing where people use their mouth, they can make you do anything, or however the case may go. That's what she was doing at that time. So while the lady was talking, I was actually sitting there listening because the person was right next to me. So when I look over, I saw the person whole persona change. They didn't even realize, they didn't even notice what was going on with this stuff, but I saw it, right? This person face literally changed. Their whole tone changed. When I say they literally kind of bowed down and they got up, it was like a robot. So I called one of the leaders from my church and we was talking. I was outside in my car and I called one of the leaders from my church and I began to explain to them what I saw, which God already told me what it was, but I was so shocked because that's my first time ever seeing something like that. Now remind, the person who did it, that person is way older than me, okay? That wasn't a friend of mine or anything like that. Uh this person wanted something done, okay? This person that I'm talking about, they demand things from people. But one thing I can say, it would never ever work with me. Okay? The person got up and started scrubbing down whatever they wanted that person to do. So you know me, y'all, I'm kind of dramatic at some days, y'all. I like that's just how I was. I like to have fun. I laugh and I get dramatic at times or whatnot, just to have fun. So I'm sitting there looking like, what in the world? So I called my sister. I've been like, look, when I got up my vehicle, I called my sister, stand up looking like, what in the world? I said, you won't believe this. So I called my sister and explained to her what I saw. So at first I thought it was funny, but it was funny because I'm like, this lady using mind control on this person. That's wicked, right? I always give anybody the benefit of the doubt, right? So I'm saying this to say this, y'all. Be careful of people who try to use mind control. Some of these people, they do, it's a tactic that people use, okay? When you are dealing with people who are very jealous of God's people. I done told y'all several a time. I have been under attack by many people, okay, older and young people. I'm not just saying this and making it out of thin air. I'm telling you something that happened since I've been a little girl. So when I come in contact with a stranger I don't know, I'm going to expect it. I don't look for it, but everybody is not bad people, okay? But I expect certain things to happen throughout my duration of me living, okay? I don't get upset with that so easily. But what I do get upset with is when you got somebody who view your video and admit and try to make appear to people things that's real and make it seem like it's not real because they don't have confirmation from God, okay? I hope some of y'all get what I'm saying, but that's all I had to say about that. Ma'am, you need to stop. Okay. When God led that in my spirit, because we all had to learn from one another. And you dead wrong. You doing that out of jealousy. But you won't tell nobody how you sit and you operate in dark art on people for money. You want to sit and tell people how you would sit there and go against God's people to try to take certain things from them. If you think they're a bad person, but I want you to do it with me. I want you to do it with me. And I bet you God would do backhand slap you. I promise you. I promise you God gonna do it. You can't do that with everybody. Stop playing with God. And that's people problem now. They always believe that God won't do such thing to them. Yes, he would. God not going to allow somebody to keep harming his people, hurting his people, doing wicked things. God not going to sit back and keep allowing that to happen. If God tells somebody to say something, y'all be obedient on what God tell you to do. Because sometimes man always try to sit back and analyze things to make it go in their favor the way they think it should be. God is the angry God. That's people's problem now. They always want to pick God in a box. In a box because they choose to still be stuck being wicked. They still choose to sit here being stuck hurting people, lusting, doing different backhanded things that they don't want people to know about. So they say God just is all about love because they want the love and compassion so they could keep doing that mess they're doing. Stop tricking the minds of God's people. Don't do that. That's just like a child going to school to learn the ABC. That child not going to learn that ABC right away. The teacher got to drill it, kind of drill it, go over it over and over, drill it. The internet the same way. Sometimes you got to drill things in people for them to get the point. It is what it is. And I don't take back nothing I say. Because if God tell me to say it, I'm going to say it. I don't answer to none of y'all. We always trying to make people seem some type of way to gain merit. It's always somebody who want to gain merit. If he ain't merit, it's always jealousy. And 9 out of 10 with a woman is jealousy. Making somebody to appear not credible. This been going on for a long time, y'all, on these social medias. I don't just bother people who don't bother me. I don't just sit back neither and allow good people to be taken advantage of neither. Because if God tell me to say something, I'm going to say something. Come on now. You got to stop that mess and see that's what you're not going to do. That's what you're not going to do. And stop looking into people's lives and stuff and getting jealous. Getting jealous. Because God's people don't just take money to do any old thing to people. But you do. But I'm not here judging you. I'm just letting you, I just want you to see yourself for what it is before you start putting your mouth on people to make people seem uncredible out here. When you got a lot of skeletons in your closet. And some of them things I don't even know about the age I am, and I'll be truthful with y'all. A lot of things I don't know about the age I am right now. But I'm not on my channel trying to bash you or nothing, but I want you to see when you do this type stuff, you got to understand you got hidden things about you too. There's a lot of gifted people that bees on this internet. A lot of gifted people. When you get frustrated, you do scream. And if somebody pay you any type of money and you want it, you're going to take it to do dark magic. So don't sit there and act like you goody two shoes. Cause one thing about me, I'm gonna say what I did if I did it. So don't ever try to do no mess like that. Cause one thing I would not do is try to trip somebody up. These people who I talk to on Facebook, some of the people who go on Facebook, they do come to YouTube, y'all. Okay, these people know what I'm talking about. You might don't know. They know what I'm talking about. So who pulling the wool over who eye? Please tell me. Because they know themselves, ma'am. That's people problem now. They too busy, always want to figure somebody out. God can hide people in plain sight. And God can also hide things about a person too if he chooses to. That's why it's very important to pray to keep the enemy out of any confirmation that God want to give us. You playing in dark arts or whatever the thing called. You ain't no telling who talking to you. But I'm here to tell you, you ain't been hitting on nothing. You's the straight liar. If it been true, I promise you, I say you've been hitting you on the money with that. I don't care if I don't even like what's being said. I'm gonna let you know you on the money. But if it ain't true, I'm not agreeing with that mess. So who you getting your information from? And I know it's not God, baby. People better be very careful, man. They gotta be very, very careful. That jealousy. Whew. Carla. Man, that jealousy go a long way. But how y'all ladies been doing? Just had to put that out right quick. You ain't gonna do that, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am. People get jealous over stupid stuff. It could be what you got on your face. It could be your clothes. It could be something dumb, y'all. Your weight. It could be any old thing. And you know what they'll do, y'all? They'll start picking and choosing different things. Like, let me see something right quick. Let me see something. Then they start getting in their feelings and start yapping off you say. That let me tell y'all, this ain't nothing new to me. I've been going through this since a little girl. Since a little girl. And the majority of these people came back and apologized. I didn't have to say anything. So when I see people do this type stuff, I know what it is. God let me know in the spirit. God said she operating out of jealousy. And I said, Lord, I thank you. Quick, fast, in a hurry. He ain't took no time. The whole back. He let me know she operating out of jealousy. Because it's something you have and she don't. And it's sad that we got to live in a world around people who still think like this. Who still think like this today. The times that we are living in. Still think like this. When one go out, another one come in. That's how my life is, y'all. When one demon go out, another demon come in, and they start it all over again. And it's like I keep fighting the battle every day, every single day. Keep your mouth off God's people. Keep your mouth off God's people. Everybody ain't out here to hurt nobody. Everybody ain't on that type of time. People nowadays, they speak about what's happening to them. They don't have time to speak about really what's going on with somebody else if they don't know about it. They're speaking about what's going on with their life and what they see with their own eyes. Confirmation. I gotta make up nothing. I had another girl that did that too, who have done something like that, and I'm pretty sure they did it to other people. Gotta pray and ask God to change your mind, to take that jealousy spirit off of you. Got no reason to lie. You got some of these people got many ways to find out things on people. And one thing I never been is jealous of anybody. Never was. Never was. I don't even know how it feels to be jealous of somebody. I'm a cheerful giver. If I got it, I'm gonna help the people. I love helping people, but I'm not gonna sit and rob nobody. I'm not gonna hurt nobody if I don't have to. Lord forbid. I will defend myself, but I'm not going to, just sit and just want to hurt somebody to get my way. I can't do that. No, you got to stop with that, ma'am. You too big for that. You getting too old to be doing that. God didn't tell you that. That's something you came up with your own thinking, your own mind. And how I know God didn't tell you that? Because God told me He didn't tell you that. Man, let me tell y'all, my gift been so heightened, my kids could have be literally in school. I could have felt what's going on with my child in school. As soon as they open that door, tell me what happened. And I raised my kids, if you lie to me, because I don't like a liar. If you lie to me, you're going to get it. They've been so trained when they was young. Soon as they hit that threshold, they tell me. I don't like a liar. And if it's something I don't want somebody to know, I don't volunteer no information. But if they ask, I'm going to tell you the truth. We gotta stop, man. We gotta stop with that trying to hurt each other. And ain't nothing wrong with we speaking our mind, but to make somebody appear as not, no, I don't do that. You ain't gonna do that. Mm-mm. 'Cause if you want to do that, then we could sit and pull each other cards. Cause I will tell you but yourself. But anyway, how y'all been doing? I hope y'all had a good one today. I miss y'all. I'm gonna start taking y'all on my little journey so y'all can see, you know, some of the stuff I be telling y'all, so y'all can see. And ain't no telling who behind these platforms too, y'all. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling, to be honest. I would never try to figure out who is who when it come down to people on these platforms. I know some they got fake pages and it's not really who they are. I know that, but I don't get tied up in that mess. I don't have the time. Trying to throw God's people in the do. Lord have mercy. And it's always somebody. But they don't want to sit and talk about how they keep violating people. But I'm not going to hold y'all. Y'all have a nice night. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button if you don't mind. Just had to let it be known. I ain't got no reason lying it, but nothing. Because if I say the feds is watching you, they watching you. It is what it is. If you can't see it, it ain't meant for you to see it. I'm telling you what I know. It ain't just drop at the sky. Y'all know we all have intuition that God give us, right? And that's to tell my sister, I said, look, don't people following me. This is going on a couple months. I think I had mentioned this, right? I said, don't people following me, but I can't, pick my finger. Why? Because, I don't do anything. I'm like a homebody, right? Come to find out they was following me. It's a thing called intuition that God put in us. It's like an alarm. He alarmed his people when something going on. We don't physically have to know, but when God speak it within our spirit, we can bank on it. That's what it is. And when we bank on it, he gonna come back with confirmation so you can see it with your own eyes. That's how God do it. So when you come with things up in your mind, yourself, on what your perception is, that's how you do things. So when you come and you want to talk about something, it to me it would seem even more better if you tell the people that's how you do things. Everybody don't work like that, okay? Everybody don't believe in evil. Never for once. Nobody can never say that I mess with darkness. You're not gonna see it no way because I don't mess with it. Clean as a whistle, baby. Okay. God always can give you confirmation in the physical after the fact. Okay. Sometimes he'll give it to you before, but he gonna give you confirmation on what he tell you. He gonna let you see it in plain sight or hear it, touch it, talk to it, whatever. He gonna give you confirmation on it. So y'all have a nice night and thank you for joining me. Love each and every one of y'all. Good night.